Good morning, Illini. Today is Friday, October 6th, and we are glad you've joined us.
We've got a great show planned this morning, a taste of Oktoberfest, some sports, and a performance from one of my favorite classmates is on the way.
So let's get this started.
And good morning, Illini.
Bonjour, Illini.
Good morning, Illini.
早上好，伊利诺伊。
Good morning, Illini.
I'm James Boyd here with Marissa Sulek. First time anchoring the show.
It's my first time. I know, it's kind of surreal. I've seen so many anchors throughout the past, and I'm honored to actually be here now.
Yeah, she was my road dog last semester. We were just getting joined into GMI, so it's kind of cool that we're now anchoring it.
Come a long way.
Yeah, we have. We're not top dogs or anything, but it feels good to be sitting in the chair, I guess getting a little TV action, so.
Definitely. Well, we have plenty on the show for you today. We'd like to start with our daily chat. Our friends at the Daily Illini have covered plenty throughout the week.
So we are going to take a moment and talk about 3 of the top stories happening on campus this week.
So the first story we have is a student actually witnessed the Vegas attack.
Yeah, obviously, as you all know, it is being considered the most deadly mass shooting in modern U.S. history. Luckily, the student was on her way there, so she wasn't actually there when the shooting happened. So she was not hurt or anything like that, but as you know, just prayers out to the families and the victims, obviously.
Yeah, and again, one of the worst shootings in American history. We're glad that she's safe and back on campus, and our prayers go out to all those affected in the Vegas shooting. The second story we have is an art cooking class, which teaches students how to eat healthy at tailgates.
Yeah, we were talking about this. I feel like the whole point of going to tailgates is not to eat healthy, but you know, we try to give people lifestyle changes in the ARC. I work at the ARC. They push a lot of healthy options. Again, though, I don't think people are, buying into the whole eat healthy thing at a tailgate. But we put the information out there and hope for the best.
Exactly. It's more of a lifestyle change, but once in a while you could let yourself just, go all out at a tailgate. But
that's usually what
it's always nice to know how to eat healthy when you are at a tailgate or if you're trying to diet. So something to keep in mind for sure.
I feel you. And the third story we have is about pumpkins. Illinois leads the country in pumpkin production. Did you know that?
I did not actually know that. You always think corn when you think Illinois,
exactly,
but pumpkins. And it is definitely the pumpkin season with it being October right now.
Yeah, so. I guess, jack-o'-lanterns or something like that is very popular, not only here, but around the country. But I just didn't expect them to be #1 in pumpkin production. That doesn't seem like a thing that just comes up in casual conversation, but that's why we brought it to you, to teach you about these things.
So you learn something new every day. Well, thank you to our friends at the Daily Illini. For more on these stories and others, you can go to www.dailyillini.com. Moving from pumpkins to other fall festivities,
Open date in June 26th.
We've been getting into the Oktoberfest spirit here at GMI.
Our own Ruga Lee went to Riggs Beer Company in Urbana to get an inside look at their own process of beer brewing.
Open date in June 2016, Riggs Beer Company will attend Champaign-Urbana Oktoberfest for the second time. The Riggs Beer Company owner, Darren Riggs, explains what Oktoberfest means to him and to his company.
So it's a great time, it's a good party, and it's a great way to introduce people who maybe haven't been out to our brewery and tried our beer before. They get to try the different beers that we have available during this year's Oktoberfest.
Riggs was also able to demonstrate the process of how to brew American lager. First, starting with malting. Riggs American lager used local ground corns. After heating, drying out, and cracking, grains are ready for the next step. Next is mashing. The grains are steeped in hot water for a few hours. One of the most important steps is fermentation. It's the step brewers add yeast. To keep a traditional way of making Oktoberfest beer, Riggs let it set in the fermenter for 2 months. Riggs is not only going to bring Oktoberfest beer to this fest, but also a few other types of beer as well.
American lager, so that's the beer that we were making today. This is the Hefeweizen, which is the wheat beer, which is our #1 selling beer. And then this is the Oktoberfest that we're going to have all 3 of these beers at the CU Oktoberfest on Saturday the 7th.
While Champaign-Urbana is thousands miles away from Germany, to propose a toast in German shortens the physical distance. Darren, can you teach me how to say toast in German?
Okay, so you grab your glass, you look your friend in the eye, and you say Prost.
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 The Champaign-Urbana Oktoberfest is going to be held this Saturday at downtown Champaign. In Urbana, I'm Rugali. Good morning, Illini.
All right, so that was a pretty cool piece by Ruga, so thank you to her for that. Oktoberfest is upon us, and luckily we have an expert here on our staff.
Thanks for joining us, Jillian. What have you got for us today?
Guten Morgen, you guys. I had the pleasure of studying abroad last fall in Berlin, Germany, so you better believe I made a beeline for Munich when Oktoberfest rolled around. Take a look at some of my favorite memories from last year's festival.
This was the beautiful sunrise over the Munich Hauptbahnhof just after 6 a.m. My boyfriend John and I had just arrived in the beautiful city of Munich, Germany for the weekend. Because our Airbnb was not ready for us to check in yet, you better believe I slept on this bench for a good 2 hours while we waited. When I woke up, we decided to explore Munich outside of Oktoberfest as much as we could. Marienplatz is a must-see and was stunning in person. The architecture and details on the building were unlike anything I had ever seen before. As we roamed the town, seeing the Oktoberfest memorabilia got us extremely excited. When our Airbnb was finally ready, we got changed into our traditional German costumes and headed to the festival. Everything about Oktoberfest for me was 100% unexpected. When we finally made our way through the crowds and into a tent, it was thrilling. People were singing and clinking their glasses everywhere in every corner of the tent. As the day progressed, we made our way outside to continue exploring. To our surprise, a hill with an unbelievable amount of overserved patrons is right behind all of the beer tents. Apparently, this hill is infamous to the Oktoberfest crowd. We saw about 5 paramedics take people off the hill and into ambulances on stretchers. It reminded me of college. Besides the hill, the camaraderie of Oktoberfest cannot be matched. We met complete strangers at our table and ended up spending the entire day together. I have no idea who they are. Who is she? I don't know. Long live Oktoberfest! Prost!
Time with that. I mean, it was so fun looking back on those memories and seeing those photos from last year.
I've actually never been out of the country, so if I do ever get the chance, Munich, Germany.
We'll look at tickets. We'll go for next year.
So, aside from just that experience, how was your overall experience going to Germany?
Oh, I loved it. My family's all German, and my parents actually met and got engaged in Germany, so it was one of those things that was a really special experience to be able to go back and kind of learn more about my heritage. So it's a good time.
I feel like every time I talk to you, there's something I learn about Julian Kayla. Dad helping out with the Harvey hurricane, parents got engaged in Germany.
I don't know how they met. I don't know what happened. They were both there, and then they got engaged at on the new Schwanstein Castle Bridge. So then when we went back, it was just it was so surreal being back there. So yeah, it was really out of a storybook.
Well, quick story. My parents actually met at a club. My dad asked my mom to dance. She said no. And his favorite line was, I think he told her, "I'm not trying to marry you." And then, ta-da, they're married today. So.
And we got you.
Yeah, I know what.
Thank the Lord.
I know what line not to say if I'm not trying to, marry. But yeah, it was pretty ironic just listening to talk about it.
Too good. Well, yeah, we need to get over to Germany then. Maybe a little post-grad trip.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. That'll be good.
All right, well, let's check out this pizza joint piece done by our GMI's very own Sarah Olin.
Things are going great. Yes, definitely had to give Slice Factory a try, especially after the closing of the beloved Antonio's and now A-Zip. Cole Hankey and I decided there was no better way to show off this place than with an eating challenge. Good morning, Illini. I'm Sarah Olin.
And I'm Cole Hankey.
We're here on Slice Factory on Green Street, and Cole thinks that he can challenge me to a slice eating competition.
I don't really think it's a challenge, though. I mean, I don't think you're really going to put up much of a fight, Sarah.
We'll see about that one. All right, Cole, what do you have there?
Got myself a nice little slice of meat lovers. Little's kind of an understatement, though, Sarah, what do you got?
I went for the margarita pizza. I feel like it'd be easier to eat.
You definitely got the veggies on there. It's going to be a lot less filling than all the meats, the assortment of meat I have on my plate here.
I know my pizza.
Yeah, you know your strategy here, but well, like we said, we're here on Slice Factory, the newest restaurant on Green Street, and they have these massive slices of pizza, and we're ready to dig in, and I think I'm gonna destroy her. So here we go. All right, ready?
You ready for this?
Oh man, I didn't eat it fast enough. It's all starting to hit at once.
At this rate, I've eaten about a half of a full pizza. So things are going well.
I feel like I've eaten like 2 AZIP pizzas now. Rest in peace, right? Give me a tight shot.
Well, things are rough.
You can bring my trophy by later.
Okay. That was a rough L, guys. I mean, look at the size of this pizza.
These are huge. I still cannot get over that.
Cole ate it in 13 minutes.
And how full were you after?
So I'm still full right now.
I can use a slice right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm hungry.
You know what?
Breakfast pizza.
Honestly.
All right, well, thanks, Sarah, for your slice factory.
And if you're wanting to grab a slice today, you might get soaked. So let's get a check at the weather. All right, looks like got a little bit of a rainy weekend coming our way. We're going to finish off with some rain tonight and into tomorrow, but hey, we're in the 80s.
All right, I think it looks pretty good. But moving on to our next segment, we like to do a piece here called Where Am I? So on this week's episode, we're going to check out a new person on campus that you might not know about.
So we're going to take a break, but first let's check out this week's Where Am I?
I have expertise, that's
yeah,
okay.
no. I mean, it kind of is. I like girls, and I like mean girls, so.
Lions and tigers.
Baby, can't you see? I'm calling. A guy like you should wear a warning. You're dangerous. I'm falling. There's no escape.
The Las Vegas mass shooting hits home for one U of I student.
Thomas's brother was apart from the family when the shooting broke out.
It was literally a few minutes after it happened. She was still, they were all still running away from the scene, so. Not knowing and not being there with your loved one who is going through this traumatic event is heartbreaking because all you want to do is comfort them.
There are new charges against the man accused of kidnapping U of I scholar Ying Zhang. Zhang has still not been found, after police say she was picked up by Christensen.
Big birds, slithering snakes, and four-legged reptiles were a few of the animals event-goers were able to learn about at the College of Veterinary Medicine's Open House Sunday.
It was like having sharp claws and touching them with your nails on your body. Great, now my pie is not good.
Urbana's Friendship Grove Nature Playscape was filled with kids and their parents playing with sticks, sand, mud, and more mud last Thursday.
Anybody who works with kids really understands the importance of getting kids outside at a young age. When they have access to nature and the ability to play in and with nature, it really can develop a lifelong connection.
So James, are you a Netflix binge watcher?
I definitely am. I was up late last night watching The Killing.
Oh.
It's a pretty aggressive show, but I like the main character. She has a lot of character flaws, relatable.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm binge watching right now.
We were just talking about before, Stranger Things is coming up soon, so that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, and then in this week's TV review, Zach will fill you in on everything there is to know about the Netflix original series, BoJack Horseman.
BoJack Horseman, the star of the situation comedy Horsin' Around, is our guest tonight. What have you been doing since the show's cancellation 18 years ago?
BoJack Horseman takes place in Hollywood, later turned Hollywood, and follows, BoJack Horseman, a beloved TV show sitcom star from the 90s. Over time, BoJack's fame, or now lack thereof, takes its toll on him, and we see a character who falls into alcoholism, heavy drug use, and depression.
You are a horrible person.
You think I'm pretty?
At first glance, BoJack Horseman seems like a silly comedy about, a horseman. However, over the course of 4 seasons, we get some dark moments about BoJack and the supporting cast's past.
The only thing that matters, this one spectacular moment we are sharing together.
The show is able to touch on complex issues like addiction, depression, family abuse, and the consequences of one's actions.
The last time I saw you, you told me that you needed me in your life, and then you just disappeared.
It's incredible how you can go from laughing one moment to grabbing for the tissues the next. When it comes to its writing, the show makes excellent use of the humanoid animal world, and comes up with some clever puns. Like the main news show is hosted by a whale and thus being called MSNBC.
Ring the alarm. Irreplaceable pop icon and independent woman Beyonce has been injured. What more can you give us?
The casting is also well done, with Will Arnett, Allison Brie, and Aaron Paul taking the lead roles.
I never know if I can handle anything. That's what makes my life so exciting.
But also guest appearances from Lisa Kudrow, J.K. Simmons, and Jessica Biel.
Try to guess whether or not people have talent. We'll air it 3 nights a week.
Where BoJack falls short for some people is in its first season. Although not bad, it is a hard transition for people who watch adult cartoons and are expecting something silly opposed to something dark. However, if you can get past the first 4 episodes, this no longer becomes a problem.
Hashtag every morning is a miracle. Hashtag BoJack Thoughts.
BoJack Horseman's first 4 seasons are all on Netflix, and a 5th season was just confirmed this last week. I give this one-of-a-kind comedy a 9 out of 10.
I can change, and I will change. Louder. I can change.
Well, thank you, Zach, for telling us all about BoJack Horseman. I've actually never heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either. It's not really my type of show from what I've seen. But if you like it, you know, if you like it, I love it. There you go.
Well, Zach wasn't the only member of our crew dabbling in TV. Erica Finke took the quad to see if students know some famous movie quotes.
Good morning, Illini. I'm Erica Finke, and we're out on the quad right now trying to see if these Illini students know their movie quotes.
Hey, there are no rules in this house. I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
Great. Well, have you ever seen Mean Girls?
Yes, I have.
All right, well, wonderful. I'm going to give you a quote from Mean Girls, and you're going to have to finish it. All right, I'm going to start. I'm not a regular mom.
I'm a cool mom.
Oh, yes. Nice one. I'm not a regular mom.
I'm a cool mom.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. Get in, loser. We're going shopping. Get in, loser.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Oh. Get in, loser. We're going shopping. Oh, this one is from The Wizard of Oz, okay? Lions and tigers.
And bears, oh my.
You're a pro. Lions and tigers.
And bears, oh my.
Yes, you were the movie wizard.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Gene, if you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about? That phrase is trademark, not to use that tradition of Ricky Bobby.
You're not first, you're last.
Talladega Nights.
If you ain't first,
You're last. You're last.
you're last.
That's right.
Mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
You'll never know which one you'll get.
Yeah. Life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Wow.
I like chocolate, so.
Oh, me too.
That's
Same.
why I remember that.
Same.
Never know what you're gonna get.
Nice. Good job. Good job. Life is like a box of chocolates.
You just never know what you're gonna get.
Looks like our Illinois students know their movie quotes. That's all for today. Back to you guys.
All right, let's get another look at the Where Am I for this week.
Yeah.
I just see granite.
Exactly. It is not inside, so it's not like a countertop or anything.
Nope, it's definitely granite outside. But
all right, but before the break, let's get another check of the weather.
All right, again, so 80 degrees this weekend, beautiful. However, there's some rain in the forecast on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I got rained on pretty bad coming in this morning. Got soaked earlier in the week, so I've just been
Kind of sick of the rain.
Soggy, yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay. Sunday, it's going to be 80, but I'm sure everyone will be inside doing homework, so not really that helpful.
Yeah, well, when we come back, we'll check out our Who Am I segment this week, folks. focusing on the life of sophomore James Hall. James is an Urbana native, and he'll give you a look into life as a townie.
And we'll have Jade Hilton on this episode's open mic. Stay tuned.
I ain't got no crystal ball. If I had $1 million, but I'd spend it all if I could have that henna and that essential that she's found. I'd pop a cap.
Don't ignore the subtext. It's on us to intervene in sexual assault. Because we can. Take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
All right. Last week we introduced you to our newest segment, Who Am I? This is where we introduce you to other students on campus.
James, I think you're going to like this one. This week we introduced you to James Hall in this week's Who Am I?
That's good.
So I'm from Urbana, and I really don't like this town. In high school, we always called it Champlain or Blanda because there's really not much to do here. I'm actually a dual citizen of the United Kingdom. My dad is Scottish. I've played guitar for almost 12 years now, so I did musical theater in high school, so I can sing and stuff, but I mostly just play the guitar. When I was a kid, I used to make like stop motion cartoons when I was in like elementary school, and so through that I kind of learned how to do editing and stuff. And then in high school I did some short documentaries, and so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go to school for film. I like film. A lot of people who study the history of film are like, oh no, the only good movies were made in like the 60s in like France. And that's obnoxious to me. I think if you're gonna study culture at all, you should be down to earth with it. You can't be like, oh, I only like movies that are artsy. No, watch Deadpool or whatever.
Well, as you know, I love me a piece about a fellow James.
Of course you do. So now let's check out our open mic, which I know we've all been waiting for. So here's Jade Hilton along with Cole Brandt.
Sitting here all alone, wondering when you'll be home. People asking, and I'm saying I'm fine.
before we wrap this show up, let's figure where we are in our Where Am I segment this week.
Oh, we're at the Staples Center.
I've never been there. I mean, the buildings are really nice, though.
I just know there's an Einstein there, so.
I mean, the engineering kids get luxury stuff, but then again, they're, as they say, always stressed. So I'll take the TV
They deserve
life.
it.
I'll take the TV life over that any day.
Well, before we are out of here, let's get one last look at the weather for the weekend. So again, a rainy day.
Yeah, rainy, like we said. Bring the umbrellas, today and tomorrow. But obviously Sunday we got some good weather coming.
Yes, looking forward to that. All right, well, first time done.
We did it. We made it. Obviously it was a good show with you. I enjoyed having you on.
Thank you, James. I appreciate having you by my side for my first time. So
a lot of good segments from some of our newer GMI members. So props to them. And hopefully next week we'll get some more new faces and some new segments.
I'm looking forward to see what everyone else has in store and just to see what other segments we can produce throughout the season and the year.
Yes, Good Morning Illini is always a good time, even though I have to get up at 6 a.m. to get here.
It's a bit rough, especially when it's raining. You just really don't want to have to get up. But
exactly, but we made it, had a good show.
And there's a ton of people here today helping us out, so props to them.
Yes, you don't see our studio room, but I'm receiving word that it's pretty packed in there. So shouts out to them.
All right, well, that's our show. Thank you all for watching.
We'll be back next Friday at 9 a.m.
So make it a great day, and Good Morning, Illini.